Happy Monday, everyone. I am really impressed with how many of you did your work last week, with how many of you got your friends to do their work. We saw like a giant increase in students doing work, and I'm really proud. I don't tell the other teachers, I want to be the one who has the most 8th graders doing work. Of course, you should do all your classes, but like, come on. Science stuff, it's quick, it's really, really interesting. Do it first, then go do all your other classes. So you can go to high school prepared, because the bottom line is this: all that stuff you just learned about body systems, even if you only remember a tiny, tiny bit, when you get to high school biology, the kid sitting next to you, they might not have ever learned this before. And so you're already going to be ahead. And that's where we're going to go with learning about the cell. You might have learned about cells in the past, maybe you haven't, but cells are the tiniest living thing. So you could have a bacteria that is just one cell, and it's alive and it's living, and bacteria have lived longer than humans have, longer than like any other species. Now, humans, we're made of many, many, many cells. So we are considered multicellular because we're made of multiple cells. Tons and tons and tons and tons of cells. And every single cell has parts of it called organelles. So just like our body has organs, your cells have organelles. So those organelles help your cell do its jobs. And those cells stuck together are tissue. And then the tissue together is your organ. So for example, your brain is made of brain tissue. Your brain tissue is made of lots and lots of brain cells. And each little brain cell has organelles. So we're going to do a quick intro to cells today. And then each day we're going to be talking about a different organelle. Like I said about body systems, I'm not expecting you to walk away from this week being able to tell me everything about cells, every single organelle and what they do. But at least when you get to high school and you're sitting in biology, when you hear the word cell membrane or mitochondria, you're not going to be like, I've never heard that in my life. You're going to be the kid in the class that's like, oh, I actually know something about that, which is going to be really cool because this is high school level stuff and you're going to be ahead. So here we go. We're going to start with the PDN, and I'm going to make sure to share my screen here because I got a couple of requests from people to keep doing that. So you should be looking at this Google form, and you should have already made sure that you have your name and homeroom. So, oops, I got to go ahead, and I'm doing this as if I'm you, so I would be Miss Rabushka, and I love all your homerooms equally, so I'm going to do FAMU because it's first, not because of anything other than that. So I'm going to hit next. Now, we are on our please do now. And so I'm going to read these questions to you. And again, the name and the homeroom you should have already done because you are starting the video on this page. So we are going to be doing the PDN together. Sorry, as always, my dog is being weird. He's like standing at the door. I think he wants to go outside or something, but it's raining. Anyways, I'm going to read the PDN questions out loud to you, and you're going to fill them in as we go. So the first question here, let me make this bigger, is we learned about so many body systems. Which was your favorite and why? So you should start typing your answer now. You could be writing about circulatory, which is your blood and your heart, respiratory, which is your lungs, your breathing, digestive, which is how you break down food, excretory, which is how you get rid of liquid waste when you have to go to the bathroom and urinate. We talk about endocrine, which is hormones, nervous, which is your brain, your spinal cord, and your nerves, integumentary, your hair, skin, and nails, muscular, skeletal. We learned a lot. So keep typing about your favorite and why. I don't want to see anyone just saying circulatory or nervous. Give me a good sentence or two to be complete. All right, if you need more time, you can pause me and take your time. Otherwise, we're going to move on to the next question. We are going to start learning about cells. What do you already know about cells, and what do you want to know about cells? All right, so maybe you say, I don't know anything about cells, but I want to know how they work. Maybe you're telling me that you already know some of the parts of the cell. Whatever you know, whatever you want to know, you're filling in. This is going to be the end of this video. You're going to be moving on, and I'll show you. I'll just write some nonsense here, which you would never, ever, ever do, so we can move on. But you're going to watch a brain pop video, and there's a couple questions that go with it, so make sure you click the link and do that. And then when you get to the next page and there's notes, there will be a new video. So I'm trying it a little differently this week. There'll be a new video where I'll be reading that to you. So you can be done with this video, make sure you finished your PDN, and then complete this Brave Pop page, and you'll see a new video afterwards. Right, I'm gonna stop sharing with you. Go ahead, finish this work, and I'll see you in a new video on the notes page.